I spent the last 15 years of my career actually climbing up the ranks of the third largest company in the world. And did that in about 40, 70, 80, whatever you want to call it, % of the time that it normally takes people. And the secret to that climbing up and becoming extremely successful, and the way we say it in America, is by having a brand that has been distinctive, that has been competitive, and that I've kept fresh. And I'm here today to challenge you to think different, to believe different, to do different, and most importantly, to brand yourself different. Think about this. Whether you like it or not, Martha Stewart is a brand. Emerald, the chef, is a brand. Oprah is a brand. Michael Jackson is a brand. Britney Spears, well, Britney is in the middle of a brand. But those people all have brands that they've worked an enormous amount of time developing. And here's the secret to it. Oprah makes several $1 billion a year. She has not stopped and said, this is just a brand that I want to be. She keeps refreshing it so that it stays competitive. So that's what we'll talk about today. How to be different, how to get this brand that people will die to pay for, and this whole thing about if you are generic, you might as well go ahead and die. Yes? There is no real market for generic, especially for those of you who are students who are graduating and want to graduate into a six-figure job or a job with six-figure potential. You have a choice. You can either graduate into a six-figure potential or you can graduate into poverty. For those of you who are professors and who are students who are at your jobs and saying, I just can't seem to move up, I just can't seem to make it happen for myself. The challenge today is to look at the brand that you're offering and say, how do I make it more competitive? Trick to that is to understand who your target audience is. For those of you who are professors or instructors, your audience could be the dean, it could be the students. Come on in. For those of you who are students, is the audience your employer who's going to give you the opportunity to gain six figures? Is that your audience? For those of you who are leading student organizations, is it the students that you're trying to attract? Is that your audience? That becomes your first point, is who's my audience? Who am I trying to get? Now that we understand who we're going after, you find out what are the needs and wants of those people. What are they looking for? And do I have it in my brand possession, what they're looking for, and marry that up? And here's the win-win situation here. Say IBM is looking for a student who's exceptional in terms of delivering results, who can run a spreadsheet 50,000 miles per minute, and if that is you, you connect it to their need and want, and you become their solution. The better solution you are for them, the more they pay. For those of you who are professors, the better, if you've done publications, if you've done research, that begins to make your brand more competitive than the other professors. For those of you who lead in student organizations and you can't get past more than 5 people to join your organization, what is it that they want that you don't have? Do they want to come to a boring meeting? I would say no. Do they want to come someplace and just be preached to? I would say no. Do they want to come and have fun and you sneak the substance underneath it? That's what they want. That becomes the need, and you have the solution as part of your brand. And here's the thing that's really helped me. Everyone around you, especially if you're students or if you're professors, is your competition. Know your competition and deck them at every chance you get. Know your competition and stand out better than they are. I'm one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, but I'm always checking you out to see what you have that I don't. You soak up everything. You can always squeeze out the bad stuff, but keep an eye on your competition. And then you'll get to a point that your brand is so strong that you become your competition, because there's nobody who's even close to you. Nobody even close to you.